many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
That is a look at I-70 this morning, and everything seems to be flowing and moving really nicely. We did have that fresh dusting of snow for your Monday morning out there. We had about 4 inches or so at my house. Everything was looking so nice and fresh and white. Today is December 9th, Monday, and we have a great show for you coming up today. And man, what a great weekend that was up in Beaver Creek. I had so much fun out there making some turns. The conditions were absolutely fabulous. I can't wait to get out in a little bit later today. But now that Birds of Prey is over, I'm thinking Vail, because on Thursday we kick off Vail Snow Days. And that is just a 4-day event filled with fun concerts, fun après specials, just a great time. And one of my favorite things is they have free concerts at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater. So kicking off on the Friday night, they're going to have Modest Mouse performing a free concert. Now this is like the indie rock gold standard. So that is just going to be so much fun to go check out. And it's going to get followed up on Saturday night with another free concert by Head and the Heart. So lots of fun to go check out. They're more of an alternative band, but oh man, so much music. I love that. No matter where you go, whether it's on the hill, in the village, or whether you're going to the evening concerts, it is just going to be lots of music, lots of partying, just an absolute great time. Now, something else coming up this week, tomorrow night, is we have the Vail Symposium TED Women of 2019. So that is going to be just a fascinating night. The theme is bold and brilliant. It goes from 2 in the afternoon all the way till 6:30 at the Remedy Bar at the Four Seasons. So it's going to be a great chance to socialize, mingle, some appetizers, but it's all about the dazzling and enlighten and inspire with some of these women who have made bold decisions and really brought forth the whole empowerment. So that should be a lot of fun to check out. But, you know, we did just have a great weekend with Birds of Prey up in Beaver Creek, and we had Tommy Ford taking home the gold yesterday at the GS. So that was a lot of fun to go watch and cheer on the USA. So big congratulations to that, as well as I just want to let you know a little bit. Tomorrow is also Colorado Gives Day. And one of the really big important things about Colorado Gives Day is when you donate to that, the money actually gets doubled, and it benefits a bunch of different local charities, everything from animals in Colorado that are in shelters to getting food and help to families that need it, getting equipment and gear to kids to get them outside. So it has just lots of different charities. And when you give on Colorado Gives Day, it goes through and then that money gets matched and doubled. So it's just a great opportunity, as well as we're getting towards the end of the year. You might as well make those donations so you can get that tax write-off as well. So it benefits everyone a little bit. So lots going on in the Valley over the next couple of days, but we have a great show coming your way today. We've got Dan Smith, and I always love talking to him, and keeps us all safe in the backcountry. We're going to have Steve Lee with KZYR, and of course we'll have your local weather and first shares out there with Ashley Prill out on the mountain. So we'll be right back with your local weather coming up next.
Our promise to you, it's simple. When you buy your boots and have them fit at any Christie Sports, we'll guarantee the comfort and performance. Sit down with one of our expert boot fitters today. Christie Sports. We'll see you out there.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
Welcome to TV8 Vail's entertainment calendar, brought to you by Pendleton Whiskey.
Our world is constantly changing, but the joys of winter are eternal. This fall, celebrate the official kickoff to winter with Warren Miller's 70th anniversary film, Timeless, presented by Volkswagen. Explore British Columbia, Colorado, France, Austria, Switzerland, and more, alongside legendary ski icons like Glenn Flake. It's not just a movie, it's an experience 70 years in the making. Find a show near you at warrenmiller.com.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Oakley, the official eyewear, goggle, and helmet sponsor of Vail Resorts.
That is a live look this morning over at Lion's Head, and I love it when all those trees are nicely dusted like that. I always feel like it looks like they're frosted, like with icing. It's absolutely beautiful out there this morning. I know I woke up with about 4 inches at my house outside this morning. Roads were just a little bit slick, but it's just so pretty whenever we have all of that fresh snow. I love it, especially early in the morning when it's all nice and calm and quiet. We are starting out this morning around 19 degrees, so temperature is fairly mild for this time of year. We're going to heat up a little bit to a high of about 24 today. Now, we still have a 40% chance of those showers. For the most part, we're going to see those through the early afternoon. Most of that should be clearing out as we get into the evening, but mainly between the hours of 11 and 2, you have a chance to see a little snow shower in there. Now, that sun is setting so easy as we move closer to December 22nd. Right now, we're looking at that sun setting right around 4:40, that overnight low tonight of 10 degrees. Again, only a 10% chance of snow showers as we move into the evening tonight. Most of that should be moving out of the area. Now, mid-mountain, hopefully you're getting out and enjoying some of these great conditions at our resorts. We're looking at 17 mid-mountain for Vail, 16 Beaver Creek, 15 in Breckenridge, and 20 over in Keystone. And do expect to see those snow showers at any of our Colorado mountain resorts if you are out there enjoying it today. Now, once we get midweek into Tuesday and Wednesday, that sun's going to come back out to join us a little bit. But exciting as we move into the weekend, there's more snow in the forecast. So let's get a closer look at those Vail and Beaver Creek conditions.
This resort report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail. Follow us on Facebook for live interviews and mountain reports.
Hey, thanks, Michelle, and good morning, everybody. Tell you what, some slow going on I-70 this morning, just with the snowpack conditions. Visibility is still pretty good, but that's because we've had a lot of snow. We're still under that winter weather advisory until 9 a.m. Now, if you're going to be coming out to take some turns here at Vail like I am, 6 inches in the last 24 hours. So I'm really excited to get up top and to see what all of that looks like. And right now there's almost 1,000 acres open at Vail, 947 to be exact, with a 34-inch base, 81 inches for the season so far. 68 of 195 trails are open today, and also 15 of 31 lifts are operating. And just standing here at the base of Gondola 1, there's definitely still some snow happening on the upper portion of the mountain. They're also doing some snowmaking right now because of the temperature. So definitely cooler here than it was in the other parts of the county. You know, in Eagle is actually pretty warm. It's definitely a little bit more chilly here. Now, if you're going to be going to Beaver Creek this morning, also received some fresh snow in the last 24 hours, about 3 inches at Beaver Creek. And then if you want to, you know, get out there and maybe, you know, do some skiing and riding on Hay Meadow Express, maybe do some lessons. You know, Beaver Creek is home to the largest dedicated learning terrain in the state of Colorado. 26-inch base over at Beaver Creek with 80 inches for the season to date. 6 of 23 lifts are operating with 28 of 150 trails, and right now 543 acres open at Beaver Creek. But it is worth noting that both Vail and Beaver Creek open at 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. and Eagle Bond Gondola is still closed, so if you want to hit the slopes here at Vail, Gondola 1 will be your access point. We're going to take a quick break. Coming up, we have Friends of Mountain Rescue in the studio.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, outfitters of Vail Resorts professionals. Visit them in Lion's Head to get outfitted for your day on the mountain.
When the mountain tests you, trust is all you have. And trust will set you free.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Vail and Espanol magazine. Write your success story. 100 elegantly printed pages will show your product in a massive but personalized way to allow your business to grow in a preferred and exclusive brand. Advertise in Vail and Espanol magazine, a window to the world with a Latin taste.
I love talking to Dan Smith and Friends of Mountain Rescue. He always does have such great stories for me. And, you know, it's the time of year that everyone likes to get out in the backcountry.
Boy, it is. It was a busy weekend. A lot of people out there. So it was great weather. And a lot of people in the backcountry, especially a lot of people that aren't from around here, can create their own problems.
And I think, you know, it's iconic in their mind when they come to these mountains and they want to get out there and explore. And yeah, there's definitely a risk whenever you go do that.
There is, and one of the ones that people run into around here is they get sick. They go out and they have a kind of a start of a flu bug, and they get out there and they're breathing very hard and they're at altitude. And all of a sudden they got a real flu bug and they're not going to move much anymore. Or they get out and they maybe had a little too much to drink the night before, and that doesn't help you. Or they got a hold of some really bad tacos, and those don't help you. And they'll call 911. Or someone else will see them, and they'll call 911, which is exactly what needs to happen. But then you get there, or you don't, somebody gets on the phone. I don't need any help. You don't have to come for me. I'm okay. Well, If you're truly okay and you can get out all by yourself, that's wonderful. Most people aren't really sure of that. So there are a couple of things that they need to understand. One is we never charge. We're going to come get you. We're going to get you out to the trailhead. There is no bill. We've never
And
sent
I think
anybody a
that's
bill in 40 years.
Really important too for people who aren't even from the U.S. because they have no clue what the medical, system is going to be like and what they're, you hear stories.
Oh, Switzerland, you got to carry your MasterCard around your neck. And that's almost true. Not quite, but almost true. Then once we get you down to the trailhead, if either you want it or we want it, we'll have an ambulance waiting for you. There's no charge for that ambulance sitting there. That ambulance is only going to send you a bill when it hauls you someplace. Now, if the paramedics in that ambulance say you need to be hauled, I would believe them. I've been in the back of that ambulance 4 times so far since I've lived here. And every time they were right, I was wrong. Oh, I don't need that, I can drive. No, you can't drive. Not only can't you drive, but somebody else driving you is never a good idea. If something happens, whatever that is, they can't help you, they're driving the car. Take the ambulance ride if it's serious. If you've tweaked an ankle, fine, let a buddy drive you, that's okay. There's no charge for the ambi to check it out. And you're just going to be a whole lot better off if somebody who knows what they're doing looks at that leg or that ankle and says, wait a second, let me check your pulse in both feet. You got a really good pulse in the good foot, and the one you broke the ankle on, I'm not getting a great pulse. Now you got a real problem. But I didn't know that till I first ran into it. Most people don't know that.
No, I wouldn't have known that either.
These are professionals. I mean, they don't have amateur standing anymore. So let them check you out, let them figure out what's wrong, and then take their advice. But denying somebody coming to get you, I mean, if you say, don't come get me, well, we'll go back to having a cup of coffee and not come get you. But that's not a really good idea.
And unfortunately, lots of times when someone says, don't come get me, and then maybe half an hour later or 45 minutes later, they decide they do need you, but at that point, they need you now. And
it's now dark.
And you can't necessarily be there now.
Certainly not as fast if it's dark. You're moving on trails when it's really, really dark, which it is after the dark of the moon here. We're going to go a lot slower.
Well, let's get back to that in just a moment. We're going to have a quick check of that weather and find out what time it's getting dark at, but we'll be right back with more Dan Smith.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Boost Oxygen. Don't let altitude ruin your Rocky Mountain experience. Help is here.
I absolutely love the commitment to public art here in Vail, and this is one of my favorite sculptures. And this little guy just has some snow on his ears, on his nose this morning, and there's a few more flakes that are starting to fly as we are standing here at the base of Gondola 1. Now, we are under a winter weather advisory until 9 a.m. this morning, so there could still be some decent snowfall in the next 2 hours. And right now it is definitely cooler here than certainly, in Eagle, where I started my day. Temperatures will be reaching into the low 20s for the daytime highs at the base of Vail, the base of Beaver Creek, and we are expecting to see just those occasional snow showers throughout the day. Now tonight, that snow tapers off low around 10 degrees. It's going to be a chilly one, and that sunset taking place at 4:42 p.m. Now, if you are going to be battling the roads to get to the slopes, because again, 6 inches of fresh snow here at Vail, make sure you leave yourself some extra time. It was definitely slow going. I was going probably about 40 miles an hour from Avon over to Vail just because of traffic, and then also quite a bit of ice on the roads. There were some plows out. And if you're going to be going up on the mountain today, temperatures mid-mountain are going to be in the teens, so right around 16, 17 degrees. So it's going to be a little bit cooler here than it has been recently. And it's all brought to you by Boost Oxygen. They were just recently on Shark Tank. They got a $1 million deal from Mr. Wonderful.
This road report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, now also on Colorado's K3 Channel 3 statewide.
So we have these nice, beautiful, heated pavers here in Vail, and then of course you have the snow that's actually on the slopes. And if only our roadways were just nice and heated year-round, that might alleviate a lot of traffic problems. Yeah. Now this morning, things are pretty icy on the roads, and the plows and the road workers are doing their best to make sure that things are nice and clear for you. But there is a traction law in effect over Vail Pass this morning, so you need to make sure that you have the right tires, you have the right tread on your car, and also, they were saying that all of the commercial vehicles needed to stop and get their chains on before going over Vail Pass. So that's going to be a tricky spot today. Now, I have to say, down valley, that things were pretty nice and clear on the roads, but again, still icy. So, getting over here this morning was slow going. I mean, it's still, there weren't any accidents or anything, but people are pretty slowly and just, timid of the roads. And I think that's probably going to be the case really for the rest of the day, considering that we still have some snow falling here at Vail. And if you want more information about what's happening on the roads, any alerts about what's going on out there, some of the best resources, cotrip.org. That's, of course, the Colorado Department of Transportation. They'll let you know what's going on. You can see the road cameras all the way down to Denver. And then another one is ecalert.org. That's where you can find alerts that happen all through Eagle County, which is where Vail and Beaver Creek are both located. And they'll send you text messages or emails. You can decide how you want to be notified, but that's definitely a go-to for us here at TV8 so that we know exactly what's happening on the roads before we even think about heading out there. Coming up, we have more information from Friends of Mountain Rescue about staying safe in the backcountry.
Payne thinks it makes the rules, but the rules just changed. New Icy Hot Lidocaine Dry Spray. Instant dry technology. No mess, no residue, fast acting relief. Rise from pain. New Icy Hot Lidocaine Dry Spray.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
There is so much to find at our local libraries, and I'm here with Tegan Davis. And Tegan, when it comes to kids, you clearly have a huge selection.
We do. We have a plethora of stuff for all ages. So from board books for the wee ones to chapter books for the kids in upper elementary. If you need to do your homework, we got nonfiction, as well as some other audio and visual entertainment that we can provide.
Okay, so that sounds perfect, especially if you're going to be in the car for a little while, or maybe you just have a whole gaggle of kids and you need to keep them entertained and you're not necessarily at home, right? So you want to have to bring everything in your suitcase.
Exactly. You can come to the library, you can get a library card. Visitors and residents can get library cards for free, and you can check out all these fun things.
That is amazing. So huge amounts of information and fun to be discovered at our local libraries. So you can go to evld.org for more information. I'm already learning new things. Do you know that foxes only live 3 to 5 years? Crazy.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
First 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
So Dan Smith with Friends of Mountain Rescue and myself are just talking hut trips and really getting out and exploring the backcountry.
That the 10th Mountain hut system is marvelous. You can use it as a point to ski from. You can ski hut to hut. You can actually ski from here to Aspen.
Wow.
In the backcountry. Now, let's put it this way, at 73, I don't do that.
Yeah.
And if you're 23, you'd better have a skill set, because you might have the strength for it, but you need to know how to navigate and need a lot of stuff. Our hut system here is wonderful. The rates are reasonably cheap. You can just rent a bed, or you can try and rent the whole hut if it's possible, not often in winter. They're totally enclosed. They have wood-burning stoves. They do, with the exception of the ones on the Shrine Mountain Inns, they have outhouses. So if you're going, be prepared for an outhouse. An outhouse is not an in-house. The outhouse is about 20 yards away. So at 2 in the morning, you're going toddling over to the outhouse. You better have something to put on your feet and wear a parka. You don't have to carry a lot of gear in the hut, but you do have to carry enough gear that if you don't make the hut, you're going to be okay, which leads to the problem we run into more than anything else, is people that start late.
And we were talking about this in the weather too. Those days are getting so short now.
They are. And you have to start early. You have to recognize how fast you're going to go. If it's 10 miles, you are probably not going to do 3 miles an hour, not uphill. You might do a mile, you might do 3/4 of a mile. Depends on the condition of the snow, depends on whether somebody's been through there first with a snow machine or 4 or 5 guys on skis. There are a whole lot of variables, and they could add or subtract hours to your travel time. So start early enough that you can reach the hut in daylight. Trying to find huts in the dark is an interesting occupation, even when you've been there a lot. Been there, like Fowler Hilliard and Peter Eston and Eisman are huts that have problems all the time, so people are very familiar with the trails, but it's still very, very hard to find them in the dark unless you're very good. There is no running water in these huts. You have to melt snow for water, which is really good water, but you have to melt snow for it. Therefore, you have to have a way to light a fire. That's all in the huts. If anybody's ever cooked on a wood stove, this is an experience. And the huts all have the wood stoves. You can actually bake in them if you know what you're doing. This is the way you build a fire. So it's a marvelous experience. We have some people that they might get in on time, but getting out is now their problem. They stay too long, ski too much, and then have to come out in the dark. Going in and out in the dark, probably not the best thing you could do. It's a marvelous experience. It's good to go with somebody that's been to that hut before. It's good to have a map with the hut trails on it. Those are all on the 10th Mountain Division's website, 10th Mountain Hut Association's website. All the trails to the huts, all of the GPS locations, so check it out before you go. And then have a marvelous time. And if you get in trouble, get somebody to the point they can get a cell phone signal, call 911, and we'll be there.
And sometimes, like we were saying earlier, you're not there like that.
No.
Because you guys, if you're coming in the daytime or night, it affects you as well, trying to get to them.
It's 45 minutes for us to spool up because nobody's sitting waiting for your call. We're all volunteers. And then by the time people get, in any county or any rescue situation, by the time people get there, it's generally several hours. And you have to be self-sufficient for those hours, whether you're a half mile from the hut downhill with a busted ankle or not. You have to have enough gear to be warm and comfortable. So it's not quite as easy as it looks. It's terribly rewarding, but go with somebody that knows what they're doing and have the right maps and the right gear.
Absolutely, and make sure you check the weather before you go. So
Yes.
we're going to check in with Ashley Nix for another check of that local weather.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Now this is a live look from our back patio. Thank you so much, Michelle. And you can see that snow is falling, looking up toward the flags at Beaver Creek, representing the nations that competed at the World Championships in 1989 and 1999. And here at the base of Vail Mountain, we have snow blowing happening. We have the gondola running. We have dogs playing in the snow. And I wanted to kind of show you what the snow looks like here at the base. Now, granted, Vail reported 6 inches mid-mountain. And here at the bottom, yep, this looks pretty light and fluffy. And you kind of have some of those more round little snowballs that are part of how the consistency of the snow here on the bottom, kind of more grapply, but then it also is pretty light and fluffy. So anyway, we're going to take a look at what's happening with the snow throughout the morning, but definitely some accumulation here at the base and more to discover at the top. Now today we are still in our winter weather advisory until 9 a.m. and then we will start to see that snow kind of tapering off throughout the day, but relatively chilly temperatures, only seeing those highs at the base of Vail and Beaver Creek reaching into the mid-20s today. And then if you're going to be out and about this evening, we'll be seeing those overnight lows dropping down to about 10 degrees, so also pretty chilly overnight tonight, but things clearing up. And then, we start to see kind of a clearing for tomorrow, for Wednesday, for Thursday, before we have another system moving in on Friday and Saturday. It's all brought to you by GMC. And up next, I know it's snowing, so you're probably like, why would you be talking about a UV forecast? It's important. Michelle's going to tell you why next.
This UV forecast is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts.
I have pretty fair skin and fair hair, so I always have to be careful of getting sunburned. And on a day like today, I like to have that barrier on my skin. It just helps protect it from the snow and from that moisture whenever I am outside riding. But when I'm not on the hill necessarily and I've got my helmet off, I get this part in my hair that always gets sunburned, even on a day like today when we only have a 2 UV rating. So I like to have something like this where it's really light and misty in the Supergoop products, and I can get my hairline with it, and it sort of protects my scalp from getting sunburnt when I use something really light like this. So I love it. Check it out. Make sure you're putting something on your skin to protect it. Supergoop has a great line of products, but we'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Great runs start at Christie Sports. A custom boot fit elevates your comfort and performance. Before heading out, have a seat with an expert boot fitter at Christie Sports. Come in today. Christie Sports. We'll see you out there.
Our world is constantly changing, but the joys of winter are eternal. This fall, celebrate the official kickoff to winter with Warren Miller's 70th anniversary film, Timeless, presented by Volkswagen. Explore British Columbia, Colorado, France, Austria, Switzerland, and more, alongside legendary ski icons like Glenn Flake. It's not just a movie, it's an experience 70 years in the making. Find a show near you at warrenmiller.com.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of the defining qualities of our community are the numerous locally owned and operated businesses. We're spotlighting one today that's headquartered in Edwards. It's PSI Plumbing, and joining us is their owner, Jim Harper. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Well, tell us a little bit about PSI. How'd you guys get your start, and how long have you been in the Valley?
You know, I'm originally from Boston. Came to Colorado in '91. And we've been in the Valley since '97, and we've been in business since the year 2000, so about 18 and a half years now.
That's incredible. And I'm assuming you've grown quite a bit over that time.
Quite a bit, yeah. We now have about 36 people total, 28 technicians in the field. So yeah, it's been really good growth. It's been a great place to work and live. We're very happy here.
Tell me a little bit more about your technicians, because these aren't some folks who just walk in off the street and apply for a job. They require a lot of training.
You know, they do require a lot of training. So we try to hire very experienced people, and then what we'll do is we'll go out and we'll find young kids today that want to learn the trade, want to get hands dirty, and make a great living and have a lot of fun, right? Because what we do is a lot of fun. You're not bored. You're not stuck inside of a bank working somewhere or looking out a window, doing paperwork. You're out every day going from job to job, right? So we recruit a lot of young guys locally, and we train them from the ground up. We bring them in here into our training facility. We will teach them how to rebuild faucets. We teach them how to tear apart a hydronic boiler like this. And the advantage of that is really, they're going to make their mistakes in here, okay? And when they come to your home, they're already experienced, they've already worked on the equipment, and they've worked on it from our standpoint, how PSI wants to see it done, right? So we make sure that they're consistent with our standards for the homeowner.
So tell me a little bit about your territory. How far do you guys range in Eagle County?
So right now in Eagle County, we cover from Gypsum to East Vale, and then we also service some of Frisco and Silverthorne. We have a pretty good base in Copper Mountain. It's a pretty good size area.
So you're the guys we call if we're thinking about doing a remodel, but also if something goes wrong, especially in the middle of the night.
That's correct. Yeah, that's really where we have our strong point is we are in a service retrofit business. We'll come to your house 24/7, 365. When something goes wrong at 3 o'clock in the morning, we're typically the only people that answer, okay? A lot of people say they have 24/7, but when you make the call, we have a live technician that answers your phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we send them out to your house. That's what we do.
So give me a little bit more idea of what you guys do, because it's more than just pipes and sinks.
Yep, so we do drain cleaning, which includes run and snake equipment, clearing blockages. We do maintenance jetting, which is where we use high pressure water to clean out a sewer line or a home's plumbing system. We do pipe thawing, we do pipe bursting, we do spray lining for commercial applications, we do septic pumping, we do hydrovac work. We have the only hydrovac unit in the valley. We do hydronics, we do radiant heat, snow melt, we do forced air, we do furnaces, air conditioning, right? We do a lot of water quality today. We specialize in doing water filtration, softening, carbon filtration, point of use RO systems, whole house RO systems. Really we run a gamut. We can do air quality in the home, which is a really, really big deal.
Jim, it's been great talking with you today. You guys are located in Edwards. Where else can people find you online?
PSIVale.com. Also, the number is all over the side of our trucks, 926-0500, and it says on every one of our trucks, we're here to provide the best possible service, period. And that's kind of our goal every day.
Thanks so much, Jim. Stay tuned. We've got more Good Morning Vale coming your way.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, one great Rocky Mountain location.
You're looking at a live shot from Breckenridge, and this is over at Beaver Run, which is on Peak 9, and that's kind of my old stomping grounds where I used to teach snowboarding lessons. But very snowy start to our Monday. We are under a winter weather advisory until 9 a.m. I'm making my way up to the top of Gondola 1 at the moment. You can see the trees are totally covered, and visibility will be a factor, especially first thing this morning. It's definitely looking a lot like winter today as we start off. Now we're going to be seeing our temperature at the base of the mountain in the 20s for the daytime high here in Vail, and we are expecting to see that snow just kind of gently make its way out of our area by the time we get to this afternoon and evening. It's only about a 10% chance of snow, and our overnight lows will be relatively chilly too, around 10 degrees tonight. So if you do have plans to be outside, definitely want to bundle up for those. Now, if you're going to be coming up here on the mountain to do a little skiing and riding, temperatures are also going to be relatively chilly in the teens for those mid-mountain conditions. So you will want to make sure you have the proper layers for that. And roadways, I gotta tell you, they're running pretty slow this morning, pretty icy, and there is a chain law effect going over Vail Pass. So if you want to go over to the outlets from the Vail area, you want to make sure you're giving yourself plenty of time to get there, that you're taking it nice and slow, and that you also have the right traction on your tires to comply with the traction law. Now, the outlets at Silverthorne are located right at exit 205. It might be better to, ski and ride today and then head on over tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. We have nice, sunny, beautiful weather on the way. We have another system coming in on Friday and Saturday. And I was just checking out, you can get 30 to 70% off the name brands of the outlets every single day, but there's a sales page on their website so you can see what they're doing that's extra at each store. And the cosmetics company store, they have these holiday cards that you can scratch off and get an extra holiday deal. So that sounds like fun. I always love scratching things off. It just makes it even more exciting, right? Now coming up, we of course are seeing this snow first thing At Vail, 6 inches here in the last 24 hours. Let's find out what's been happening over at Breckenridge and Keystone with those Summit County conditions.
This resort report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail. Follow us on Facebook for live interviews and mountain reports.
You know, Summit County has received some great snowfall out of this past system that just rolled through, especially Breckenridge. I mean, they just did their Uller Fest, so Uller is pleased and has blessed them with some snow. They're looking at 6 inches overnight, 8 inches in the last 24 hours, and 11 inches for the past 7 days, with now a 30-inch base and 85 inches so far for the season. So they are doing great over there. They've got 613 acres open, 13 of 34 lifts with 21% of the mountain up and running, and 33 of their 187 trails. So Breckenridge got some phenomenal conditions out of this. Now, Keystone got some fresh snow too. So they also received 4 inches overnight, 5 inches in the last 24 hours, 6 inches in the last 48 hours, and 12 inches in the last 7 days, with a 27-inch base and 76 inches so far for the season. They have 675 acres open with 21% of the mountain, 38 of 128 trails, and 20 of their 21 lifts open. I love all the access they have to the mountain with 20 of the lifts open. It gives you lots of areas to spread out, lots of different areas to access the mountain. So lots of great snow at all of our Summit County locations. But we'll be back with more Good Morning Vail next.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
When you're here in Colorado, you are at altitude and maybe feeling these signs of altitude sickness. You may feel better by giving yourself a boost. Be prepared for those negative effects of altitude with lightweight and portable bottles of Boost Oxygen. Available in 3 sizes. Even choose from our aromatherapy options. It's easy to have with you anywhere, even at the summit. We're available at retailers, hotels, and resorts, including these. Post up and tag us. We'll share your adventures. Enjoy your time in the Rocky Mountain region. Give yourself a boost.
What are you doing?
Just checking my State Farm app.
I have an app.
Can he pay bills and track claims? He doesn't have an app.
Kevin, bring in my app.
Mr. Gabriel, you don't have an app.
Sounds incredible.
Hi, I'm Dan Saline, owner of Carrots Jewelers, located on East Meadow Drive in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 38 years. At Carrots, our passion is designing exclusive custom jewelry that features one-of-a-kind designs. Stop in and visit Carrots, a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry. To learn more about our custom designs, call 970-476-4760 or visit our website, carrotsvail.com.
The book report is brought to you by the Eagle Valley Library District. Read, learn, grow.
Okay, I just made my way up to the top of Gondola 1, and if the snow up here is any indication of how good it's going to be, oh, we are in for such a nice powder day. Look at my snowboarder just kind of disappearing as I'm making my way over to the lift. Oh, it's going to be a fun day. But listen, you know, if you're looking for ways to kind of engage the kids off the slopes, there's a really cool opportunity with our local libraries. The Eagle Valley Library District offers so many unique programs and spaces really for everyone to enjoy and completely free. And one of them is the Spark Studio. And this is really kind of designed with teens in mind. So you have just some really great access to things like, you know, video cameras and green screens and computers and virtual reality. And so all of these things that maybe you don't necessarily have at your own home, but it gives your teenagers a chance to go and create and explore on their own. And, you know, it's pretty easy to get in there. You just have to, go in and meet with one of the librarian staff for about half an hour and make sure that, the kids know what they're doing. And it really is just, again, a very unique space to get in, to explore, to create. I had a chance to go in and they had one of the programs where you can use their 3D printer. And there's a kid that had designed his own little puzzle box that had different little secret drawers, and he had it made with the 3D printer. It was so cool to see just his creativity come to life in a 3D manner. So evld.org is the website for more information about that. But listen, we have some conditions to check out here at Vail, and ooh, it's looking pretty good.
For over 60 years, Warren Miller has captured the spirit of the mountains and the culture of snow sports. Tune into TV8 Daily at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. for timeless Warren Miller films presented by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Beaver Creek Resort.
All right, you are looking at a live shot from patrol headquarters at Beaver Creek while I'm catching my breath because there's so much snow out here first thing this morning at Midvale that skating through it on my snowboard, my thighs were burning and clearly I'm still out of breath. So I tell you what, I think it's going to be a really nice day to come and take some turns here at Vail. Let me just kind of show you what I'm seeing out here. So it's snowy and we do have a little bit of a break in the clouds off to the west. Let's see if you guys can see that. You guys see this? So really serene start to the morning. There's not really even a hint of a breeze, but we do still have some snow falling right now, and the temperatures are definitely chilly, especially much chillier when I started my morning in Eagle this morning and it was like 30 degrees there, and here at Vail we're seeing those temperatures in the teens on the mountain. So today we still have a winter weather advisory in effect until 9 a.m. So that means, of course, that travel will be slow. There will be some limited visibility, and that was certainly the case when I made my way from Avon to Vail, especially. I-70 was pretty snow-packed and still pretty icy in spots. Now for tonight, we see the snow taper off and our overnight low is getting down to about 10 degrees at the base of Vail and Beaver Creek. So if you do have those evening dinner plans, you want to make sure you have a nice bundle of warm clothing to get yourself there because it's going to be a pretty chilly one. And then as we look at what's happening with those conditions here on the mountain, again, they'll be in the teens for today. And oh, the snow just picked up a little bit. Man, I tell you what, it's exciting to see this much snow. 81 inches for the season to date here at Vail. And I think after a few runs today, your thighs might be burning. You might be ready for après ski a little early, but Michelle has some great information about how to celebrate it in the best way.
This resort report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, available on streaming TV services using the YouTube app.
Today is the perfect day for après, so you can get out and tell all of your fresh powder stories, how big you went, and this is a new experience at Vail this year. So starting at 3 o'clock in the village, you're going to start to hear some bells ring. You're going to hear that through Vail Village, you're going to hear it through Lion's Head, and basically those bells are kicking off the start to après. Now this is just a time to gather, come together. There's going to be lots of specials at restaurants, even some shops in the village, cocktail specials, hors d'oeuvres, so you can sit down and, just talk to family, friends, and like I was saying, tell about that powder stash you found or where you got that big air. And one of our restaurants participating in après is our local dish, El Sabor.
Once you get your fill on the hill, located just steps from the skier bridge here at the base in Lion's Head, you're going to find El Sabor Restaurant. El Sabor Restaurant is one of only a few restaurants here in the Vail area that offers truly ski-in and ski-out dining. They have grab-and-go burritos every morning for breakfast, unforgettable and affordable lunches, and an outstanding dinner menu. Let's head into the kitchen now and find out what the staff is serving up. Let's go. Mikey D, thanks for letting us come into the kitchen today at El Sabor.
You're welcome. Glad to have you.
So your menu is pretty unique, and you have some new offerings that you're incorporating. What are you going to make up today?
Today we're going to make our daily special, which is going to be catfish tacos.
Catfish tacos. What
delicious.
A good idea. Sounds delish. Do you want to walk us through the process?
Sure can.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, here we go. So we start with some catfish fillets.
Okay.
We soak them in buttermilk. Then we have our flour mix: flour, salt, pepper, paprika, a little cayenne.
Okay.
Right? So once they've marinated, we're going to put them in the flour and just coat them nice. Once you have them coated, they go right to the fryer.
Okay.
Put our basket in.
Yep.
Take our fish, and you want to get it 1,000, 1,000. This way it doesn't stick to the bottom.
Oh, got you. Now, these are thin fillets. They probably cook pretty fast, don't they?
They do. They'll be done in about 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right to the texture we want for tacos. And once they're done, we're going to hang them out, let them dry off for a minute. Now we're ready for tacos.
Okay, Mike, 1.5 minutes for the catfish in the fryer until they float.
That's correct.
Let them dry off, and now the final preparation in the plating.
We have some tortillas here that we kind of cooked, so they got a little bit of a bubble in them. It gives them a little crunch, but yet keeps them soft.
Okay.
We prefer to use corn tortillas. Then we're going to take habanero slaw and put that on the bottom. Take our pieces of fish, lay them in there nice and pretty. We're going to put some roja aioli on there.
What's the flavor behind the roja aioli?
So the roja is one of our sauces that we use for enchiladas. It's made from a guajillo chili. Then we're going to add some cotija cheese. Just a little bit. It's pretty pungent, so you only want to use a little.
Okay.
And finish with cilantro for color and flavor, freshness. And that, catfish tacos.
Oh, that looks so good. I got to taste that right now.
All right, well, let's go eat them up.
Sounds good. Beautiful out here on the back patio, Mike. We're overlooking the skier bridge right next to Gore Creek, and the food looks great and smells even better. So these are the catfish tacos. What else did you bring out?
Well, we have a great burger menu. We do sandwiches every week from different regions of the country, and we do daily specials just like the catfish tacos, and we also feature handcrafted cocktails.
So Mike, these are made from scratch every day?
Every day.
So good. If people want to find out more about El Sabor, make a reservation, check it out, what would you recommend?
Visit the website, elsaborvail.com.
Okay.
Friend us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram.
I love it. Thanks for having us here today, bud.
My pleasure, Mark.
I love it. All right, once again, this is El Sabor in Lion's Head, and this is the local dish.
First Chair is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Okay, so I just got off the top of the Mountaintop Express, chair number 4, and usually, if there were people coming, I would definitely get out of the way, but I was the last one on the lift. But I just wanted to show you my track getting off the lift. Can you see how deep that is, and also how covered my board is, just coming to a stop right here? So, the snow is good. Again, 6 inches is what was reported in the last 24 hours here at Vail Mountain. Now, as I've gotten up here to the top of the mountain, as we kind of look around, the visibility is definitely going to be impacted here at the upper reaches. Down at the base of the mountain, it wasn't even remotely an issue. And it's not like a full whiteout situation by any means, but definitely more limited visibility. Now, something else that I absolutely adore about days like today is when you have the trees that are just completely covered with snow. It looks like someone came out and flocked them with snow. I don't know if anybody else did this growing up, but I lived in the desert when I was a little kid, and so my mom would get this. It was like a spray can of like white clingy stuff for our Christmas trees, and she would spray it down, and this is ultimately what it would look like. And thank you, Mother Nature, for the real thing out here today. But again, 6 inches reported here at Vail in the last 24 hours, and most of those fell overnight last night. So it's going to be a really soft start to our Monday. It's all brought to you by Sun and Ski. They're located right in the heart of downtown Avon. If you need anything to get geared up, maybe some hand warmers, I'm really glad that I have those this morning. Head on over to Sun and Ski. They'll take good care of you. Up next, we're going to have a closer look at that local weather forecast. We're still under a winter weather advisory.
Our world is constantly changing, but the joys of winter are eternal. This fall, celebrate the official kickoff to winter with Warren Miller's 70th anniversary film, Timeless, presented by Volkswagen. Explore British Columbia, Colorado, France, Austria, Switzerland, and more, alongside legendary ski icons like Glenn Flake. It's not just a movie, it's an experience 70 years in the making. Find a show near you at warrenmiller.com.
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer.
We got it!
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us!
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it!
So if you want great customer service, an amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
Let us put you in the spirits.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
You are looking back towards Avon right now, and it is just so snowy and frosted out there. And speaking of all of that snow, I just wanted to let you know that on I-70 mile marker 152 between Eagle and Walcott in the eastbound lane, they do have a traffic incident. That left lane is blocked, so do take your time, slow down. Again, that is between Eagle and Walcott eastbound. So take your time out there, give first responders a chance to get through, because we are still going to see some of that snow in the area this morning. It's going to stay with us for the next couple of hours. So till about 1, 2 o'clock, most of it will start to clear out around then. But right now, we're still going to see it starting out around 19 degrees and warming up to about 24 for a high this afternoon. Now, as we get later into the evening, most of those snow showers should clear out, especially by our 5 o'clock sort of commute time. But we are going to see an overnight low of 10 degrees and about a 10% chance of snow showers overnight. Pretty low, just that light snow flurry could float through. That sun now setting at 442. So those days are getting pretty short now. Along the I-70 corridor, we still have that chance of snow from Denver to Eagle. 38 degrees in Denver, 29 in Vail, 31 for Avon, and a little warmer to the west of us in Eagle. Now, this weather report was brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partners of Vail Resorts. Now, stay with us. We have a whole other hour coming your way. Lots more conditions and weather, so don't go anywhere.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, good morning from the top of Vail Mountain. 6 inches is what they reported in the last 24 hours. So I'm going to say that is very accurate. If not, there's more snow up here than that. It's coming up over my boots at the moment. And I also wanted to kind of show you. So definitely some chilly temperatures here at the top of the mountain. So you can kind of see the way that the snow is clinging onto the ski and snowboard rack. Same thing as the way that it's clinging on the trees this morning. But beautiful start to our Monday, especially having all of this fresh snow. Now, something else that's going on that you want to be aware of is tomorrow is Eagle County Gives Day. Now, you know, way back probably about 10 years ago or so, maybe even longer, they started the Colorado Gives Day. And this has become a huge thing. And now we have over 50 nonprofits here in Eagle County. They've been like really heavily vetted to be part of this program so that you know when you're donating to them that the money is going to a really important organization that does the work they say they do, and it stays in our community, the money that you're donating. And so what you can do is go online. You can even schedule your donation today if you think you might forget for tomorrow. But when you donate on Colorado Gives Day or Eagle County Gives Day, there's a match that's involved, and so your money goes that much further, and these organizations get that much more money when you donate on this specific day. So keep that in mind. Mark it on your calendar for tomorrow. It is Eagle County Gives Day. But Michelle, what a beautiful start to our Monday, hey? All this fresh snow. The roads are a little tricky, but man, it's beautiful up here.
You look like you are having a great day out on the hill. I'm a little bit jealous, but I know I'll get to get out there tomorrow, so nice. But you know, I'm a little excited too, because over at Vail, where Ashley is, coming up on Thursday is going to kick off Vail Snow Days. So this is like a 4-day music party festival. Always so much fun. And on the Friday night, they have a free concert from Modest Mouse. This is going to be at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater over in Vail, and I can't believe this is a free concert. They sell out shows all over the place. This is like the indie rock gold standard, and then it gets followed up on the Saturday night by the Head and the Heart, which is more of an alternative sound, which is another free concert. Now, this is going to be 4 days of music all through the Lion's Head, Vail, the mountain. So definitely a lot of fun to go check out. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more educational, Vail Symposium is having an event tomorrow, and that is going to start in the afternoon. It's TED Women 2019 Bold and Brilliant. Now, this is going to be from 2 to 6:30 at the Remedy Bar at the Four Seasons, and it's all about inspiring and these women who have taken risks, and hopefully inspiring you to be a risk taker as well. So that should be a very exciting and enlightening event. There's going to be some hors d'oeuvres and light drinks there as well. So get your tickets ahead of time because things like this sell out. But we're going to have more Good Morning Val coming your way, as well as a closer look at some of those wonderful conditions out there.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
I never dwell in the moment.
I be like.
I'm just constantly focused on the next thing. When I reach a goal, I cross it off and set a new one.
49 degrees, 365 days a year. This is the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors. I've got David Courtney, the owner. Thanks for taking us downstairs today and showing us this amazing space. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this space is actually 15 feet underground, and it's about 3,000 square feet. So when we're pumping, we have 1,700 different wines, but typically between 1,300 and 1,500 from everywhere that you can imagine. So the nice thing about this being underground is it stays temperate. So like you just said, hey, we're right now when we're filming this, we're at the end of January, beginning of February. It's about 49 or 50, but it never goes above 56 or 57 down here, which is extremely important for fine wines.
And you did say that what kills that wine is that dramatic heat to cold to heat to cold, but if you can keep it constant, it's going to make the wine last that much longer.
Yeah, the fluctuation is the wine killer. Long ago, when I first came to the store, we actually challenged people to buy wine from my store and buy wine from another store, and I guaranteed my wine tasted better just because of the way we stored it.
Wow. So your selection down here, you had mentioned earlier on in the interview, on a busy time, about 1,700 different offerings. From all over the world, is that what we're looking at? Do you have a focus? Like, what's hot right now for wine?
So what's hot right now, there's a few categories. So Portugal right now, believe it or not, is what I've been saying is the Malbec of 15 years ago. So Portuguese red still wines, everybody thinks of port and sweet. These wines are not like that. You can get a $12 bottle of Portuguese wine that kills it. And then, so right now we're looking at the 2016 vintage in the Rhone, so Châteauneuf-du-Pape and Côte d'Arones, those are a little bit on the higher end, but that's what's pumping right now, Mark.
I love it. David, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You might want to make it down here to the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors in Avon, or check out their website, beaverliquors.com. We'll be right back.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
This weather report is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops. We'll see you out there.
And it looks like it might still be snowing lightly out there, but it just looks so beautiful when everything is all fresh and beautiful white like that. I love it. We had about 4 inches at my house in Edwards this morning, so there's going to be a fresh dusting throughout Eagle County this morning, which is always so much fun for all those kids waking up. Now, you still have a chance of seeing those showers throughout the afternoon until around 2 o'clock. After that, most of that should be clearing out of the way. Right now, we are starting off around 19 degrees, warming up to about 24 degrees today, and again, about a 40% chance of seeing those snow showers throughout the afternoon. As we move through the day, though, they should be starting to lighten up. You're going to see more pockets of sunshine pushing its way in. And once we get to this evening, temperatures are going to drop down to an overnight low of 10 degrees. We still have a 10% chance of seeing those scattered snow showers throughout the night, but overall, it should be fairly clear. That sun now setting around 4:40 already. Those days getting so short. So get out there and enjoy this day. So mid-mountain, we're looking at temperatures of 17 at Vail, 16 in Beaver Creek, 15 in Breckenridge, and 20 over in Keystone. Now, if you want to see these conditions firsthand, we're going to check in with Ashley in her first chair next.
First Chair is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
Hey, thank you, Michelle. Now listen, there's a lot of work that takes place here at the top of the mountain before any of you even come out here. Look at the snow blowing that is taking place just to make a pathway to get to buffaloes. And you can see how light and fluffy and how quickly it disperses once it's up in the air. And we do still have a little bit of snow that is falling at the moment here at the top of Vail Mountain. But, they reported 6 inches here in the last 24 hours. Let me, he's coming back. He's coming back. Let me see if I can do this quickly before he gets to me. But let's see if we step in the snow. So this is the top of my boot right here. And if we're in the parts that haven't been groomed, yeah, that's getting up there, you guys. And even just skating from the lift over to where I am, it's going to be a good one. It really is going to be good. Look at this snow. Here we go. Yep. So come on out, make some turns here at Vail. Almost 1,000 acres are open today with that 6 inches in the last 24 hours. So great time to come take some turns. A big thank you to Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for supporting our first chair adventures.
Ready to hit the slopes? Buying or renting the right gear can make or break your trip. Luckily, Outdoor Divas, the nation's first women's-specific ski shop, is your expert in women's ski equipment. Our specialized staff has been making women and vacations happy since 2002 with comfortable fit solutions for every shape and size. Swing by our friendly ski boutique and let us outfit your vacation with the best gear, geared just for you.
Six-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
When you're here in Colorado, you are at altitude and maybe feeling these signs of altitude sickness. You may feel better by giving yourself a boost. Be prepared for those negative effects of altitude with lightweight and portable bottles of Boost Oxygen. Available in 3 sizes. Even choose from our aromatherapy options. It's easy to have with you anywhere, even at the summit. We're available at retailers, hotels, and resorts, including these. Post up and tag us. We'll share your adventures. Enjoy your time in the Rocky Mountain region. Give yourself a boost.
Welcome to TV8 Vail's Entertainment Calendar, brought to you by Pendleton Whiskey.
I think the pioneers of Vail, the people that went through the early years and made Vail possible, all had the kind of background living in the mountains, skiing, climbing, being a part of the 10th Mountain Division, had adopted a point of view that anything was possible, that when problems came along in the early years of Vail, instead of saying, oh God, we can't handle that, we just said, we'll do it, there's a way to do it, and went ahead and did it, and got it done. And that's why Vail got built, and that's why it turned out the way it did.
The dream was, as most dreams are, it was a vision of a developed ski mountain with a European-style village at the base of the mountain.
When we arrived in Vail, nobody was thinking about anything but getting Vail built.
We felt that if we did it right, did it properly, it would succeed.
I think we all had one dream to make Vail something really special.
People took on whatever job was there in front of them.
The vital thing that was important then is that they all participated by doing something.
I think the success of Vail was the melding together of all the people and allowing them to participate in the growth of Vail.
They wanted to create a ski resort, a really great ski resort, and they wanted to ski every day. People loved it. I mean, it was just a very special experience to be floating down those slopes in powder. Even if you weren't a good skier, you could find a slope that was gentle enough so you could take a long run before you went for a header.
There's something for everyone here. Any level, any person, anyone can come here and find something that's for them. There's no place like it on earth.
Everybody got here and they were loose. They were having fun and they were going out on the mountain and having a great time, and then they come down and party at the bottom of the mountain, and all of a sudden you have a town. And it's all freedom, and it's built out of pure love.
It was a lifestyle, a totally undefined lifestyle. And you were not judged at all on what you had been, or where you went to school, or whether you had a nickel or $1 million. None of it mattered. Everybody was evaluated for what kind of a person they were, what kind of a sense of humor they had, and it was a given that everybody was there because they loved the mountain.
The real deep motivation behind everything was skiing. People that came to Vail really liked to ski, and the skiing was fantastic. It is fantastic.
The skiing that I was able to do growing up was incredible. I mean, it was such an amazing opportunity, and it's shaped me into the person I am, and it's the biggest reason for my success in my career.
I mean, the mountain is the mountain. The mountain is it's better today than it ever was.
The joy of skiing never goes away. It hasn't gone away now either. It's still there. I mean, it's just exciting, you know, harnessing gravity, flying down the mountain. You know, you strap a couple of boards on your feet and head down and you get going. And the faster you go, the easier it is to turn. Mostly, until you get too fast. Yeah, no, it's a wonderful experience. That hasn't changed a bit. That's why Vail is still successful. No matter what happens, you can't take that experience away.
This weather report is brought to you by the Eagle County Regional Airport. Get flight information at flyvail.com.
The wind is picked up here a little bit at the top of Vail Mountain, but to be expected since we are sitting at the very tippy top of the resort. Now, we do have some snow in the forecast really throughout the morning. We're still under that winter weather advisory until 9 a.m. And, you know, it's all brought to you by the Eagle County Regional Airport and flyvail.com. And, you know, that accident that was right between Eagle and Walcott has now been cleared up. So drive safely. The roads are definitely icy and snow-packed out there this morning. Now, it's some chillier temperatures here than what we have been seeing recently. Highs will only be reaching into the 20s at the base of Vail and Beaver Creek today. And again, that winter weather advisory expires at 9 a.m. Now, tonight, we'll see that overnight low right around 10 degrees. So again, pretty chilly. early if you have some plans to be outside. And our sunset, of course, right around 4:42 p.m. this evening. Now, those I-70 conditions definitely slow going. Between Avon and Vail this morning, I was probably going around 40 miles an hour in a 65, so if that gives you any indication about how the traffic flow is moving. And there is a traction law in effect over Vail Pass this morning, so that's also going to be another area to use extra caution. Now, we continue to see the snow throughout the morning and even early afternoon, and then this storm clears out and we have sunshine back in the forecast for Tuesday, for Wednesday, for Thursday, and then we have another system moving in for Friday and Saturday that could bring us some pretty good powder to enjoy, maybe, even more than what we're seeing this morning, but 6 inches here at Vail. I will take it. I'm excited to take my first runs along with all of you in just a little bit, but I'm going to leave you with another look at these beautifully covered snow, just snowy trees, and also even just the ropes here. Look at this. It's just completely covered. Up next, we're going to talk about the best lens for these conditions.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
I love looking at all of my lens of the day. And so today I have the Zeal Optics Portal XL. Now, there's a couple things I really like about this goggle. So today we do have those really low light conditions, and this lens is so light and clear. Now, there's a couple nice things about this, especially with Vail acquiring all of the Peak resorts. So lots of those East Coast resorts have night skiing as well as Keystone, and lots of times I find it really hard to find a really good lens whenever I go night skiing. This one is nice and light. It's a great one if you are maybe on vacation from the East Coast. You can pop this one in, and night skiing is great, as well as they have the darker lens for whenever you're out in those full sunny days. Now, these lenses are polarized, as well as this is a nice wide lens offering lots of coverage, which is going to give you a very wide range of view, because you want to be able to see when things are coming down beside you to the side. You just want to have that clear line of sight. Now, these also have a patented rail system to switch the lenses in and out really easily. So if you want to go check them out, go check out Eyepieces of Vail. They have locations, 2 locations over in Vail, Beaver Creek, Edwards, as well as Snowmass. So go check them out. Great goggle, especially for a low light day like today.
Let me introduce me. Here I come. Yeah. Here I
go. We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
Okay, now when it comes to on-mountain dining, Henry's Hut, super cool to come up and, do a little grill out, hang out on the patio. I mean, it's named after my favorite ski patroller of all time, Henry, the Golden Retriever. But if you want to step it up a notch, or like 7,000 notches, really, the Game Creek dining experience is really impressive. And actually, this is the kind of transportation that you take to get there. That's right, you can only access it via Snowcat, which is pretty spectacular. So here's how it works. There is the Game Creek Chalet, and it's in the Game Creek Bowl. You may or may not have seen it if you've been taking some turns over there before, but it's in this beautiful, magical setting around 10,000 feet. And this is something where you go in, and it's this exclusive dining experience, and it's just so luxurious. And again, you can only get there by taking a Snowcat. So that might be one of the things you want to look into to make the holidays extra special. Now, something else that I love is an opportunity to have an outdoor adventure, and then you pair it with gourmet wine and food. Yes, please. So Beaver Creek has these wine excursions, which are really, really cool. So what you do is you start off with your snowshoes. They take you up the Strawberry Park Express lift, and then you go on an adventure in McCoy Park, which, if you haven't been there before, it's stunning. It's this beautiful area for cross-country skiing and for snowshoeing. And so it's a guided snowshoe tour, and then you start around 11:30, and then you come back down around 3:30, and you have some beautiful wine and cheese, and it's all at the Osprey right there at the base of the mountain at the Fireside Grill. What a cool experience to have with your friends and family this holiday season. So Michelle, I feel like we probably should just go and have like a girls' wine excursion. Don't you think they should have us do that, for work purposes?
I think we should have to experiment and check all of that out for work purposes. But, lots of times the experience is the way to go, especially going into the holidays for your friends and family, because, presents, they get old. Sometimes they already have them. It's not something they really wanted, but an experience, that's pretty cool. And one of the neatest experiences I think you can, check out in Colorado is skiing with an Olympian. And this is offered over at Crested Butte. You can actually go out and take a lesson with Wendy Fisher. Now, really cool. I always think whenever I play tennis, or pretty much in any sport that I do, that when I really want to improve at something, I try and play tennis or do a sport with someone who's a little bit better than me. So you want to be an intermediate to an advanced skier to really be able to get the most out of this. And then, it can be just the smallest things that, an experienced skier like that can tweak to make your experience so much better and to really help you get to that next level. Now, if you feel that you're already at that next level and you're just looking for that big mountain experience, another great option is cat skiing over at Keystone. Now, they do ask that you are an advanced skier to do this and that you are able to climb 4 steps at a minimum, but these guys go out all the time. They know the best places to take everyone. They know where the best conditions are. So you can do this as an individual, or you can buy out the whole cat experience for maybe your whole family or your crew that you're going to go out and ride with. Now, a couple important things about both of these experiences are they do sell out. So if you're looking to do something like this over the holidays, make sure you book this in advance. Check it out now before you even get to the mountains. But we're going to have another local check of the weather coming up next.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. And actually, the sun is just starting to peek through the clouds just ever so slightly, and it's just kind of created this really beautiful, soft yellow light up here first thing. Now, the snow is starting to subside, and you can see which way the wind was certainly blowing up here at the top of Vail Mountain, and I'm kind of creeping on the ski patrol area over here. But look at their picnic tables. Look at this. So you can see that we definitely have gotten some good snow overnight. Also, oh wait, let's see where we find my boots. Yep, they are disappearing in that snow. So that's what's waiting for you at the top of the mountain today. Now, coming up, we're going to see this system moving out pretty quickly. We're only under that winter weather advisory until 9 a.m. And then we see this snow cruise on toward the East Coast, and then we are left with sunshine, partly cloudy skies for Tuesday, for Wednesday, for Thursday, and then we have more snow back in the forecast for Friday and for Saturday. And no matter what the conditions, you want to make sure you have at least an SPF 30 or above on. Supergoop is definitely a favorite of ours here at TV8. They use the best ingredients. They're really, really very conscious about what they put in their products, which I certainly appreciate. We still have more headed your way on Good Morning Vail on this beautiful snow-covered Monday morning.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
Our world is constantly changing, but the joys of winter are eternal. This fall, celebrate the official kickoff to winter with Warren Miller's 70th anniversary film, Timeless, presented by Volkswagen. Explore British Columbia, Colorado, France, Austria, Switzerland, and more, alongside legendary ski icons like Glenn Flake. It's not just a movie, it's an experience 70 years in the making. Find a show near you at warrenmiller.com.
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer.
We got it.
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us.
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it.
So if you want great customer service, an amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the local favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
Let us put you in the spirits.
24-hour tune-around. Christie's expert technicians need less than a day for most tune and repair jobs. We'll have you at your best in no time. Drop your skis and snowboards off today. Christie Sports. We'll see you out there.
So I have your day all figured out for you if you're coming to Vail during the holidays. So one of the things that I really like to suggest to my friends and family to go check out and do while they're here is the Vail Mountain Tours. Now they do a tour for just about everyone who could possibly be coming to the mountains. And one of the things that people always tell me is Vail Mountain is so big, or it's intimidating because of the size. Well, take one of the tours with one of the mountain ambassadors, because they are going to know the absolute best places to take you. Now, you can do a tour of the back bowls. You can do a ladies' social tour, so you can let the guys go out and ride. You can also do, new this year, a legacy tour, which is it's going to tell you about all the different runs, how they got their names. A little bit of the history of the mountain is going to be involved in that, as well as, you know, lots of other different tours. Now, they're all going to start mid-December, weather and terrain permitting. So go online, check them out. They're free. So, and then after you've done this tour, you found these amazing powder stashes, you're going to want to go have a little bit of an après and talk all about it. So après is now kicking off every single day in Vail and Lions Head Village. You're going to hear bells start to ring at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's going to be all sorts of different restaurants and shops participating with lots of specials that are going to happen just at 3 o'clock. So this is the time to relax, unwind, enjoy a snack, have a cocktail, and you're going to want to talk about that great powder stash you found, or maybe that big air that you took, and you know, maybe you did take that big air and you went a little too big. Well, the Lodge at Vail has a fantastic spa for you, especially if you're earlier on in your trip and your legs are a little sore from riding hard and enjoying all of it. So they have all the traditional features at this spa. You can get a massage, you can get facials, all of the traditional things, but something else they have, in my opinion, that's really cool is they have these float tanks. And I love the concept of this. Maybe it's because I enjoy Stranger Things, but I love the thought of having that whole sensory deprivation and just sitting there relaxing. I mean, it just sounds like such a great way to de-stress, especially during the holidays. But we've got lots more Good Morning Vail coming your way.
Up here, the sky isn't the limit, because there aren't any. Beyond the realm of possibility, that's where you'll find trailblazers. For the best of the best, never stop striving for something better. This is the farthest you can get from the everyday, and the closest you'll ever come to moving mountains. Because the only way to soar above all is to be on top of the world.
First Chair is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops. We'll see you out there.
The wind is picking up again a little bit here at the top of Vail Mountain. We just had some sun peeking through the clouds, but now we're starting to get a little bit more socked in. So having low light lenses, that's going to be a really good idea for today. And I just want to show you, what the conditions look like here at the top of the mountain. So you can see my board, right? And you can see that the tail is completely covered, right? You can't fake that kind of snow right there. And this board and the bindings came from Christie Sports, and I gotta tell you, I went in last year and I was like, okay, you guys, like I need a new board. And my old one was, probably 6-7 years old at that point. And I was like, but I really need some recommendations because, let's be honest, I was really busy. I hadn't been doing a whole lot of research on boards. And my buddy Jason Noakes at the Avon location, he totally helped me out. This guy is a pro. He's kind of like a local legend as far as the snowboarding community is concerned. So he helped me pick out this board. It's a Never Summer, which I also love because it's a Colorado company. But again, look, you can see my whole board, right? Let's put you back down in that snow. You see how much is there? 6 inches in the last 24 hours right there. Now, one thing that I wish that I had done is take my trusty Never Summer board and brought it back into Christie Sports to get tuned before this morning, because pushing through that amount of snow just to even get to the lift this morning, if you were watching, you saw I was like super out of breath, and I think it would have been nice to have it glide just that much easier. And they do full service tunes at Christie Sports. They have 4 locations. So they have the West Vail location, one in Beaver Creek, and then they also have one on Bridge Street in Vail and then in Avon too. So head on over to Christie Sports. They will get you geared up for this beautiful powder day here at Vail.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
That is looking up towards Beaver Creek from Avon, and it looks like most of that snow has cleared out of the way, but those clouds look all mysterious, all slung low like that. It's actually very pretty looking outside, but it looks like it's going to be some pretty low light for the start of this morning, and we are still going to see those snow showers on and off in the area till around 2 o'clock today. Now, we are starting out around 19 degrees this morning. It is going to continue to warm up, but only reaching a high of about 24. And again, you do have that chance of snow showers throughout the afternoon. Most of that should have cleared out of the area as we move into the evening, with that overnight low dropping down to around 10 degrees. Again, a 10% chance of snow showers overnight as well. That sunset now setting right around 4:40 at 4:42. So those days are getting so much shorter. So get up early, plan your day, get outside and enjoy it. Now, if you are traveling through the I-70 corridor, you can expect to see snow anywhere from Denver all the way to the west in Eagle. But looking at temperatures of 38 in Denver, 29 for Vail, 31 for Avon, and 37 for Eagle. So snow showers throughout the state. Summit County got some really good snow out of this system as well. This weather report was brought to you by Sun and Ski. If you're missing anything for your day outside, but don't go anywhere, because coming up, we're going to have our Watch and Win.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
When the mountain tests you, trust is all you have. And trust will set you free.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
It's just a great opportunity.
The amount of fun that I got today from a scale of 1 to 10.
It's amazing.
Gotta be 12.
Okay, it's time for our wash and win, and this morning you could walk away with some Boost Oxygen, also a TV8 neck gaiter, which is going to be important for a day like today, and we have some tickets to the Beaver Creek ice skating rink. And speaking of Beaver Creek, there's a big weekend up there. Now, if you can name the guy who won the GS race yesterday, you could walk away with this prize pack. I'm so endlessly impressed with this particular person. He went to Dartmouth, by the way. He has been on the World Cup circuit for 10 years, and yesterday he won on American soil at Beaver Creek in front of the U.S. crowd, his very first World Cup podium win. So exciting to see what dedication and tenacity will get you. 10 years, you guys, he's been working at this, and he won at Beaver Creek. So if you can name this amazing athlete, you can walk away with our prize pack this morning. 970-754-8888. Who was it that won the GS race yesterday in front of the Colorado crowd? His first win. So exciting. It was amazing to watch. All right, keep on calling. You can walk away with that if you know his name. And coming up, I'll be taking my first turns with all of you.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Geico would like to take a moment to say thank you to our military service members at home and abroad for all their hard work and sacrifice. We all sleep easier knowing you're out there keeping us safe. And on a personal note, I was really just needed to get that off my chest. Thank you.
Geico, proudly supporting the military for over 75 years.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
That is a live look this morning at Gondola 1. And if you're looking to get some of those fresh powder turns, that is a great place to start off today, taking you up to mid-mountain. Now, I'm here in Avon, and I've had snow flurries on and off while I've been out here all morning. But right now, I think they've tapered off just a little bit. Cool start to my morning this morning, starting off around 19 degrees. We are going to warm up a little bit till about 24 by this afternoon. Now, those snow flurries are going to stay with us on and off till around 1, 2 o'clock today. After 2 o'clock, we should start seeing them clear out of the evening. So we're going to be looking at a temperature low of about 10 degrees for overnight tonight. And again, only a 10% chance of those snow showers throughout the evening. Now, that sun is setting at 4:42. So those days are getting shorter. So take advantage, get out and enjoy the hill early while you can. Now, mid-mountain today, we're looking at temperatures of 17 in Vail, 16 for Beaver Creek, 15 in Breckenridge, and 20 over in Keystone. Now, don't go anywhere. We're going to be checking in with Ashley so we can see those turns firsthand.
First Chair is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Thank you, Michelle. The snow is starting to pick up once again here at the top of Vail Mountain. 6 inches reported in the last 24 hours, 81 inches season to date so far, and almost 1,000 acres open to explore today. Now, the lifts start turning at 9 a.m. for the public, and I'll tell you what, I had to really kind of scooch myself over to get through all the powder to get where I'm standing right now. So let's take our first run together, shall we? It's it is definitely nice and soft out here.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, outfitters of Vail Resorts professionals. Visit them in Lion's Head to get outfitted for your day on the mountain.
When the mountain tests you, trust is all you have. And trust will set you free.
When you're here in Colorado, you are at altitude and may be feeling these signs of altitude sickness. You may feel better by giving yourself a boost. Be prepared for those negative effects of altitude with lightweight and portable bottles of Boost Oxygen. Available in 3 sizes. Even choose from our aromatherapy options. It's easy to have with you anywhere, even at the summit. We're available at retailers, hotels, and resorts, including these. Post up and tag us. We'll share your adventures. Enjoy your time in the Rocky Mountain region. Give yourself a boost.
Breckenridge really is our second home. You can't not come here and feel that you're part of it. You just come and it makes you feel alive, and every day you're here, my wife and I pinch ourselves and just go, are we really doing this? Are we really here? Doesn't get better than this. I wish everyone could experience this. Hi, I'm John Waterhouse. I'm from Colorado Springs. We moved out here 4 years ago. My boss at the time had a place here in Breckenridge, and we just came up and we fell in love with the town. We fell in love with the people. We fell in love with, God, look at the scenery. How could you not fall in love with the scenery? It really is a lovely place. My wife, Celia, we met at veterinary school in Sydney, Australia. So our dogs are our life. Everything we do in our life, we do for our dogs. We have a German Shepherd puppy and we have a pug. Breckenridge is probably one of the dog-friendliest communities we've found. The joy that the dogs get here is fantastic. We love having the dogs here with us at the mountain. We walk the trails around here in the summertime, but especially at wintertime, just running around in this lovely environment. Every time we get into the car park, the dogs go crazy because they know that they're going to be here. I'm an Australian veterinarian. I came over here 10 years ago to do a fellowship in pain management rehabilitative medicine. What we do with the dogs, we give them a full physical examination in a orthopedics or pain sense. Stretch out their legs, feel to see if there's any areas of pain, just making sure that they're sound to do the jobs that they're doing so we can help them do those jobs better. On top of the physical, and it's just all about having fun with the dogs. I get more fun out of playing with the dogs and then doing the serious work, but it's building that bond with the dogs, and so I get a lot of enjoyment out of doing that. Skiing's one of those sports that you're free, and it doesn't matter what level you are, you get that adrenaline rush. My wife, we give each other pointers because we're about the same level in experience, and we just enjoy spending time together. Typical day, we get up, we walk the dogs for about an hour, then we come back and have breakfast. We then will just ski lazily through till lunchtime, come in, let the dogs out, and then come back and ski during the afternoon. The après ski is as important as the downhill skiing. There are great restaurants around town. We love the Briar Rose, and they just do fantastic little place of food, but just great cocktails. But it's more about meeting and talking to other people. It's all communal and everyone gets to talk and have a great time. The town is as important as the ski. We looked at other resorts and nothing could compare to Breckenridge. My soul's tied up with this place. To see the mastery of it in the summer and the winter and the fall, you really feel that this is home. When we hear the slogan, this is my mountain, this really is my mountain and this is my community, it is a special place for I know myself and my wife Celia, and we'll come here for the rest of our lives. I'm John Waterhouse and Breckenridge is my mountain.
Welcome to Hay Meadow Park, Beaver Creek's beginner-friendly learning area located at the base of the resort. There truly is no better place to learn to ski and ride. In Hay Meadow Park, students and instructors benefit from a safe and controlled learning environment, ideal for building up confidence and progressing on the slopes. A dedicated, beginner-friendly gondola allows students to comfortably ascend to the top of the park. Here, smart terrain features guide students through the learning process, helping them to pick up the basics and hone their skills on the snow. The Ranch, Hay Meadow's kid-friendly restaurant, offers healthy, satisfying cuisine that adds to the learning adventure. Gentle sloping terrain, magic carpets, and groomed runs make learning here fun and effective. Plus, there are special surprises around every corner, and plenty of sweet treats along the way. Enroll your kids in Beaver Creek Ski School, where we promise that by the third consecutive day of lessons, ages 5 to 6 will be skiing or riding Hay Meadow Park, and ages 7 to 14 will graduate to Red Buffalo Park.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Okay, I think these are the best conditions that I've seen yet this season. So much fun. Coming up tomorrow live at 7 a.m. we'll have your Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vale, Walking Mountains, Avon Liquor, your watch and win first chair. But let's make some more turns. You!